In our next episode of Weathering Parenthood, I sit down with Rebecca Austin, who recently moved down to South Florida only a few years ago.
Came down here and became a mom, and it has definitely become my whole personality.
Rebecca and I chatted about how she loved sharing her life online, but what she was really drawn to was sharing more about her becoming a mom.
My baby hated chicken. For some reason, I was like, how am I going to have a baby that hates chicken?
Right,
I don't know anyone who doesn't like chicken.
Give us a little background on you. Where are you from? Not from Florida. What brings you to Florida?
Yeah. So I am a 28-year-old first-time mom, originally from New Jersey, and always grew up like coming to Florida. Had a second family home down here in Boca, and then during COVID, my parents decided to make the move, and I am 100% one of those girls that just follows her mom everywhere.
Good for you.
Me and my husband picked up and moved from New York around 2022 after we got married, and have been here ever since. Love it.
It's the best.
It's the best.
It's warm.
Yes, we have retired all the winter coats except for Christmas when we go home for like a week to go up to New York and stuff then. But came down here and became a mom, and it has definitely become my whole personality.
That must be like so magical to like go back in the winter time.
Every year. It's like our tradition. We go back, we see the lights at Rockefeller Center, we go to New York, we make like a nice dinner out of it, all of that.
Are you excited to bring your son for the first time this year?
He has a little winter coat. We're ready. The content will be there.
That's so great. So how old is your son?
Right now, he's 8 months. He just turned 8 months.
And how's that been going?
I am way happier to have him here than be pregnant.
Yeah.
Happy that we're out of that phase. But being a mom is literally my favorite thing to do in the entire world. I just feel like every single day, every single month gets better and better. And I'm already thinking about like when I'm going to have a little brother or sister for him.
Right? It's like you have a baby and then you're like, this is the hardest thing I've ever done, but also when are we going to have our next kid?
The hardest thing, hands down, but like the best thing.
Yeah, I agree. I also had like really bad pregnancies, so it is way better.
I'd take
like, having
postpartum
them.
over pregnancy any day. But I know that's a hot take.
I mean, there's a hot take on everything. You can like blink 3 times and someone will be like, you're only supposed to blink twice. Like, how could you do that? Everything is a hot take. Yeah. And then like, here's to prepare you for like number 2. He's a boy. So like, he's going to start scaling the walls of your house and jumping off your couch.
Everyone says that.
It's going to be hard when you're pregnant and then you also have to run after him.
Don't know how I'm going to handle that part because I was like a full shell when I was pregnant.
Yeah.
But
somehow,
we're going to hope for like a better next time around.
You never, I mean, they always say it's with pregnancy's different every time. So hopefully number 2 is like a breeze and, you know, a jumping.
We're going to take it as we go.
Exactly. You'll be fine. You'll get through it. It is very fun. So talk to us about, so you moved down here, then you had your son. Where did the content creation begin? What got you started? Why was it that you wanted to kind of start sharing your motherhood journey?
So it kind of goes back a little bit further. Even before I was pregnant, I was creating content under a different account. I think just because I was kind of having like a little bit of imposter syndrome and lack of confidence around, do people actually care? I had all these people that were following me from, you know, high school and college and family friends. And I was just like, this is so awkward. This is embarrassing. But I loved just filming my life. I loved creating recipes. I loved, you know, just taking out my phone and recording those moments. And so I started an account first called Actually Austin, where I was sharing healthiest recipes, cooking from home. And I was just like, there's so many people that are doing this. Like, I can't do it under Rebecca Austin. And then as my life started shifting and I found out I was pregnant, I was like, this is my calling. Like, I want to share my life. I'm very outgoing. I'm always trying to meet new people. But the biggest thing was that I didn't have mom friends. I didn't have anyone in my life that was pregnant. I didn't know anyone that was pregnant. I was like really entering this chapter totally alone, but I was also so excited because it was like what I've always wanted to be. Like, I was carrying around dolls as a kid. Like, I was just like, that was me. Like, I wanted to be a mom. And so I thought, this is literally like my entry into sharing my life in a meaningful way, but also in a way that will help me maybe not feel alone, maybe meet some mom friends and just like build a community out of it. I didn't know what to expect. I was just like, let me just put myself out there and see what happens. And as I was doing it more and more and more, it just felt so natural. Like, I always gravitated towards sharing tips and tricks and my experiences and being vulnerable. And it was something that I was just showing up for day after day. And now we like flash forward to where we are now. And I started feeling this itch to like bring things to real life. Like I was like, social media is great, being behind the camera is great, but like if I really want to meet some of these people in real life, like how can I do it? And that's when I started some of like these like in-person community events, which have gone so much better than I could have imagined. And like kind of what I'm getting into now.
That's awesome. Yeah, you do like these mom walks, these meetups, kind of like making your own community. I always tell people like the best resource you can have as a parent is another parent.
Totally. And I feel like the mom community is unlike anything else. I shared this in one of my videos recently, but like moms are just so, I mean, there's plenty of judgment that goes around, like mom judgment and mom shame and all of that. But like for the most part, moms are just each other's hype chairs.
Yeah.
Like moms just want to support each other, share stories, listen, like let you vent. And I was getting so much of that in my DMs. Like I was talking and seeing so many faces like or names in my DMs over and over and over. And I was like, these people are also letting me know that they're in South Florida.
Right.
Like, why are we doing this all behind the screen?
Right.
And so it's like, let's just host a mom meetup. And I was like, I want to set the expectation so low because I don't want to be disappointed. It was like really pinned on me. I was like, I don't want to set myself up for disappointment. So I was like, let's just do a coffee shop. Like it's hot, the weather's unpredictable. Moms, bring your babies, come grab a coffee. Everyone loves coffee or a fun drink. Like let's just socialize. And I told myself if 5 people show up, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
And I did this in June of this year and over 50 moms came.
Wow. That's a lot of people.
Literally, I was shocked. Like people just kept coming in through the door and I was like, like, whoa.
That's like such an overwhelming number of people. me and my like social anxiety, I'm like sweating thinking about that. But that's so wonderful.
And people came solo, which I guess when you're coming with your baby, you never really feel alone. Like I feel like social anxiety is such a thing. But like when you're with your baby for some reason, even though they can't talk, like you feel like you have company.
Yes.
And people were just like coming with their strollers, with their carriers and just coming for coffee and just chatting. And it was like people came solo and left as friends, which that's a slogan that one of my friends from New York has. She started this like group in New York called Hot and Single. And her whole thing was like, come solo and leave as friends. And like,
I love that.
I feel like people are doing that in so many places, in so many areas of life. And it's just like so cool to see that you can like do that with different communities, whether you're single, whether you're a new mom, whether you're, you know, maybe like dads could do this. Like, I don't know. There's just like so much room for growth.
100%. You should like so all the moms that you've like made friends with, you should like get all of the husbands' numbers and then like start a group chat.
We need
for
the dads to like mingle because I think that the dads could benefit from this.
100%.
They might want to like play golf or something, but I don't know.
But even if they don't talk to each other, it's just like another person to sit there and like have some kind of like connection with for them because they need an outlet too. I mean, you know, it's obviously like there's nothing like being a mother. Like you grew the baby and then birthed the baby and then I know you've made the choice to then feed the baby with your body. Like that's, and the men are just like, you know, I helped a little bit.
My husband is literally like, did you hear that? Like, did you hear him crying? I'm like, yes. I hear him crying from miles away.
Do you hear him in the shower?
I'm like, I hear him everywhere.
The phantom crying.
And like also like breastfeeding, like when he cries, your body reacts.
Yes.
So I'm like, yes, I hear him.
Yes. But yes, men need an outlet too.
They do.
So I think that's really cool that you created this community just like by sharing your life.
Yeah.
Like it's really interesting to see like what the internet has become.
Yeah.
We can take this virtual space and now you have like a real life connection to people and you've made friends through this now.
Yeah. It's been really awesome to be able to talk to other moms who get it, who are going through the same things, who have like tidbits of advice and wisdom to share. I feel like I've learned so much, but the part of it, you know, this started as like a fever dream for me to make friends. But to see that other people are learning from me is something that I never really expected. Like I didn't think that I was going to be the teacher here in any way.
Right.
And I still am like, am I doing that? Like,
You're
I
the
don't
leader
know.
in this space now.
But just like having other people come and like enjoy each other's company and learn from each other. And now we have this big WhatsApp community group too that we've made out of it. And it's not like something that I'm publicly sharing on my Instagram, the link, because I want to make sure that it stays like a really honest and intentional community. But like when I have moms messaging me saying that they live in South Florida, like I send them the WhatsApp group and we have this community where there's like over 100 something moms that are just in South Florida that are all asking each other for, pediatrician recommendations, starting solids, breastfeeding journey, selling products that they're not using anymore. When are we going to meet up for the next walk? Like, it's just right before my eyes. It's unfolding into something that I thought that I wanted to happen, but never thought could happen.
Yeah. You have like these ideas and you're like, oh, maybe this will work, and it works.
Yeah.
And
it's working.
That's really cool to see.
So we have a couple that are coming up in October, just this month. We're doing another mom walk with like strollers in the park, which is awesome. And then we're doing a no babies mom happy hour, which is going to be so fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That'll be like really for the moms.
Yeah, sometimes we need mommy's night out. We're gonna put like all of your information in the show notes too, so people that like want to follow along. If you're a local to South Florida, if anyone that's listening to this might not be local to South Florida, but I'm sure there's some that are, and
if you're local, come. We'd love to have you.
They get their own a mommy walk, a mommy happy hour, things like that. Yeah, I feel like the sharing of information is like one of the most useful things. As an incredibly type B mom myself, I had a friend, I was like, so who's your, like we were pregnant around the same time as each other. I'm like, who's your pediatrician? She goes, oh, well, I'm going to use this person. I already Skyped with him and we talked and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, sounds good to me. I'm just going to use that because like there's like, I find like information overload.
It's everywhere. And especially right now, like we're in the whole starting solids phase. And one of the things that I feel like I sound like so repetitive with saying is that there is so much noise around starting solids. It is one of the hardest parts, I think, of being a mom in that first year because you finally get used to, for the first 6 months, you finally get a routine. You finally are like, okay, I get the schedule down, I get the feeding down, all that. And then like as soon as you're comfortable with it, it's like, okay, now time to like introduce solids over here. And there's like no rule book for any of this.
Nothing.
And I feel like that's where social media has just become so helpful. Like ChatGPT, Google, whatever, put that aside. But it's like social media, you have real people to like learn from. And I find that I learn so much from other moms on social media. And so I can only hope that some things that I'm sharing are helping other people too.
Yeah. And there's like, I think there's noise in every phase.
Totally.
Like swaddle or sleep sack. This crib or that crib, this bottle or this, like there's this
everything.
Pump or that, like there's so much. And so like having another resource to just be like, hey, what did you use?
Yeah.
Did you like it? Yes or
no?
Or
just like trusting the vibes of somebody. Like, I don't know, I'm a really big vibes person. And so when I see other moms, even if I don't know them in person, but I see them on social media, I'm like, okay, like these are similar vibes. Like I did things this way. These are kind of my values. You never really know somebody. I always like to say too, because there's haters all over with what you're doing. And people are only seeing fragments of my life, but feel like they know everything. And I'm like, I'm only choosing to share certain things, but I do try to be as open and honest as possible with everything that I'm doing because I don't want it to seem like everything's perfect. Like it's hard.
It's so hard.
It's so hard. And like it's really, really hard.
Yeah. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
He's so cute. He is adorable. Yeah, I mean, it's a highlight reel.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, like, who's with you when you're up at 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
And I'm up at 3 a.m. I go to work. If anyone wants to shoot me a DM, I'll talk to you while you're up feeding your child. Like, you can totally DM me. But, like, who's up at 3 a.m. when you're, like, in the trenches? Like, you need those people there that see the real you, that are with you through all of it.
Yeah.
Or, like, how are you going to survive? Like, it is the hardest thing you'll ever do.
That's when I really noticed that there was such a mom community, was, like, the middle of the night trenches. Like, I would pick up my phone, and you see so many people just, like, active now, active now, active now. And I was like, these are the moms, like, that are feeling alone, that feel like they have nobody. And, like, that's when I would answer my DMs. And I was like, oh, my gosh, there's other people that are answering me right now, too. And that's when it, like, sparked to me that people are, like, seeking that community. And, like, we could bring that to real life, too, which was, like, something that I never really expected when starting social media. I was like, let me just share my life, you know?
Right.
But it was never like, let me like share it in person with you.
Right. And now you are, and you're making these connections, and you have someone there to chat with at 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
Really cool.
if your kid's not sleeping. And I remember, like, with I was pregnant with a friend at the same time. She's the one I mooched the doctor off of because, again, Mrs. Type B over here. Her kid was, like, sleeping through the night way earlier than mine was.
Yeah.
And I'm, like, up at 3, 4 a.m. He's up every hour.
And you're like, what am I doing wrong?
What? Nothing. No one is doing anything wrong. Some babies are better sleeper than others. But I'm like, oh my God, he won't sleep. And she's like not answering. And I'm like, oh no, she's sleeping.
She's sleeping.
Like there's no one for me to talk to right now. Like, so having a community and just like someone to like sit there and listen.
Yes.
There's nothing more useful than that.
I think like the biggest thing too that I've realized through being a mom and like learning from other people too is that when something doesn't go the way that you think, like it doesn't mean something's wrong.
Correct.
Like it really doesn't. We just went through the craziest sleep regression and I'm texting all my friends that are moms that have good sleepers and I'm trying to like get an answer and like sometimes there's just like nothing you can do. It just happens. Like we're on the other side of it now and we did nothing to change it. It just changes.
Right. You just like keep going. You keep up with your routine and you hope this is for us. Like one day he'll just sleep.
One day.
And they'll sleep and you'll be fine.
My mantra is everything's temporary.
There's an information overload on the internet. Having a mom, a community of moms makes it all like smaller.
Right.
And you can shrink it down. And it just makes it a little bit better and you can like get through your day to day.
Yes. It's
slightly less
feeling
hurting.
less alone.
Yes.
And honestly, it's funny that ever since I started social media, I went into this where, I didn't have any other mom friends and whatnot. And I think like if I could give any light at the end of tunnel to like other moms that are feeling alone and maybe don't have a community of moms, but are like, I'm not going to go put myself out there and try to be an influencer or something like that. Like everything changes when you do have a kid because now we're in mommy and me classes and we go to music classes and we have play dates and it's like, you automatically make friends when you have a baby.
Yes.
It's like you see a stroller and like I would be in the parking lot of Publix in Florida and just be like, oh, you have the Doona. Like, do you like it? Like you just like start asking random questions and it's just like people just want to talk.
100%. I'll like be with my husband somewhere. I'm like, babe, like they have that thing we wanted. You see they're using that carrier that we like wanted to get, but we did it. Oh my God, they have the same strollers.
I like
look at the attachment for that. Yes.
I literally like quiz my husband. I'll be like, babe, do you see that? And he's like, it's the Uppa Baby. I'm like, yeah, it is.
God,
like it's
so
like
good. He's
he
learning.
knows. Like he went from like when we had our son to like not knowing what the Snuggle Me was or the Baby Bjorn bouncer or the swing to like literally rapid firing. Now like we'll joke like we'll be at dinner and he'll be like, oh, do you see that? Like that's the rumble seat. I'm like, oh my gosh,
That's
like
really
where have we come?
Very far. I was at brunch with my husband and my sister like a few months ago, and there was a couple there with this like incredible double stroller.
That's the next thing to look at once there's two kids.
Maybe like I think it was like the Donkey or some. I don't remember the brand. Maybe the Bugaboo.
The stroller world is crazy.
It's insane. It's all the products out there. It's information overload. But I was like, what is that? And the mom was like so excited to be like, well, and she stood up and gave me a demonstration.
I love that.
And I'm like,
that would be me.
Right. Thank you so much for doing that because now I know maybe what kind of double stroller I want to get, or like I could recommend it to someone who like
it's true.
It was I was like, this is amazing. But like that's the power of moms. Like
it is.
I feel like it's like in our DNA to just sort of like help each other.
Like, and I feel like when moms love something, there's nothing more that they love than sharing what they love.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like when you think you've cracked the code on something, it's like tell the world. And that's like my personality just in life. And I think that's why like my husband was always so supportive of me starting to share my life on social media because he was like, you are naturally trying to influence people before even becoming a mom. Like he's like, you're naturally trying to influence people on avocado oil when like the world has already shifted to avocado oil. Like you are literally so passionate about it.
Right.
Or he's like, you are so passionate about this spoon over that spoon. Like this is your calling. And having somebody that's so supportive has been game changing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's helpful. I feel like on both ends, like you're getting to share this information. He's backing you up on it.
Totally.
So you feel like more empowered even as a mom to like, give out your tips, your tricks. And then I do want to say like, if you try something and it doesn't work, it's not that like your baby's broken or that like you're just do the next thing.
Or just try again.
Right.
Like my baby hated chicken. For some reason, I was like, how am I going to have a baby that hates chicken? Like,
Right,
I don't know anyone who doesn't like chicken.
Right.
Like, this is weird.
It's the most basic food.
And, like, I'm just continuing chicken. And, like, by the third time, he's eating chicken.
I wasn't a fan of starting solids either. So if you don't like it, like, you're not alone. It's the messiest, most annoying thing.
And you said you were type B, but, like, I am the most type A person ever. And I think having a baby has, like, loosened me up a bit. But, like, the mess of solids sends me into a spiral. Like, it's disgusting.
It's really
like he's sticky. It's all over the high chair. Like, thank God I got the IKEA high chair.
Yeah. I saw that you posted. I was like, I did the
best high chair.
I did the same thing. I had like a high chair with like the fabric on it. Used it one time, Gone.
No.
$25 IKEA high chair that like can wipe clean. It's not fabric. It doesn't get messy. It's game changer.
I'm like, also, I didn't realize how many paper towels you need when you're a mom. Like screw the wipes. Like you need paper towels. You need to like wet those paper towels, clean down everything. Like it's just.
It is a mess. You're not alone. Again, you are not alone in feeling your feelings with the way solids is. It was probably, I think, like my least favorite part of having to like do this. It's gross.
It's just honestly gross.
And it's
like no way else to explain.
And then like when they become like 1.5, 2-ish.
And like pureed chicken, like ew.
No. And then what's also worse, and here's where the rants are gonna start. You see like on like the like kids like at 6 months like picking up like a full chicken
drumstick
leg.
Like
Mine
I'm so
don't do
careful.
that.
No, mine doesn't do that either. Like I'm like we're not caveman. And like people are gonna hate me for saying that, but like I just like baby led weaning is not for me. Like I wanted it to be for me so badly.
It's hard and it's scary.
And I'm so glad that I did not like put out on my social media before I started solids that like I was gonna be doing this and stuff because I feel like people hold on to things like that. But like I just couldn't. When it was time, I was like, I'm not giving him a turkey leg. Like I just can't do it.
It's hard.
So we are purees around here.
Good for you.
And eventually, like we'll work our way up to the turkey leg. Like one day.
And it's when you're ready.
Like, is your 4-year-old eating a turkey leg now or a chicken leg?
No, he looks at that thing. He's like, "What is that? Get that off of my plate."
Well, I don't blame him.
Right? Yeah. And like normalize changing your mind. Like, we're gonna do solids and it's gonna be great and he's gonna eat it. And then like you can go back to purees. You can go backwards. You can change your mind.
The pouches are a lifesaver.
They're great.
They are.
And see, what's interesting is that my oldest was so like, I love this puree. This is so delicious. And I was like, oh, great. I don't have to deal. My second wanted nothing to do with purees.
Really?
Nothing. He's like, you're giving me this mush on a spoon.
It is pretty gross.
And he throws it off. But it was like my own, like a banana from my house that I just mashed for him. It wasn't like something disgusting out of a jar, but he like wanted nothing to do with a spoon and soft food. So I like had to give him
the chicken leg.
Like food. And like luckily he was good at eating it and now he's like a full-on garbage disposal.
Good.
But like my first
They say though, like that whole like give them the chicken leg thing will help them eat more. I don't know.
Right.
And I like put my hands up all the time on my page and I say, I don't know. Like I'm not claiming to be an expert. I'm not claiming to know. I'm like transparently sharing what I'm going through and what I'm doing. And I might be doing it wrong, but like if you want to jump on my bandwagon and come with me, like I'm happy to have you.
But you're doing it right for you and your child.
Totally.
And that's what makes it relatable is like, oh, like I'm not the only one whose kid like doesn't like eating this or doesn't sleep through the night. Like mine didn't until not till 6 months. My first one is almost 1 and like he woke up a few times over the weekend. Like
it happens.
We're still not sleeping through I wouldn't consider him sleeping through the night totally, but like it's fine.
I feel like prior to becoming a mom, I sought validation in so many aspects of my life. Like if I was doing something, I wanted other people to do it. If I believed something, I wanted other people to believe it. And like something just like intrinsically, whatever the word is, like shifted when I became a mom. And I'm just like, do you?
Yeah.
And like, I will support you no matter what you do. Like I'm totally a mom's mom.
That's great.
Yeah.
You can root for someone even if like your decision is, even if you have different strollers, like you can still
100%. Like, yeah, if you don't like the Doona, like we can be friends, but like I love the Doona.
Right. I wasn't a Doona person.
Like, love it. I had to take it out of my car though yesterday because my son is so heavy now and I'm like breaking my back. And I'm like, this isn't worth it, but like I still love it.
Right. Time for like a big boy cart seat.
Right. Yeah, I have it in the garage, but I'm like, I don't want him to grow up.
Right.
It's like
I know.
Mom complex.
I know. I know exactly what you mean. Okay, so how you made these connections, you started these mom walks. How is it like, I mean, we kind of have been talking about it, but how would you say it's helped you being a mom and raising your son?
I feel like now one of my favorite parts is because out of this, I've created like my own community for myself and I've made mom friends and I feel less alone and I feel like I'm learning from other people. Like now my favorite part of it is that I'm able to give that back to other people. Like what started as me trying to benefit in my own way and put myself out there as a way to kind of make these connections for myself. Now that I feel so happy in that like point in my life, like I'm so happy to be able to be giving that to other people. Like going to these stroller walks and seeing, you know, people come alone and start walking with each other and getting each other's numbers and arranging play dates. Like I'm like, wow, like I facilitated that. And that is something that's still, you know, in bed at night when I get in bed at night, like that's what makes me proud. That's what makes me happy. And also, like, I can't forget that through it, I've made so many amazing friends and that I've built this mom community. And it's just made me so much more confident as a mom, too. I think that, getting to talk to other moms that are going through similar things as you and learn from them or take bits and pieces, like I said, of, like, wisdom and tidbits, like, it just makes you feel more confident. It makes you feel validated. It makes you feel less alone. And it's just been so fun. Like, this is by far the happiest and best place that I've been in my life. And I think that, people always talk about how postpartum is so hard and that, like, it's the struggle of, like, your life and all of that. And it's hard. Like we said, that it's hard.
Yeah.
But, like, it can also be simultaneously, like, the best thing ever. And I'm a big believer in coexisting emotions. Like,
yeah,
I want to spread the positivity of postpartum and becoming a new parent and working through the challenges, like giving my, take on how to improve things. Like, I talked about in one of my posts, like this 20-20-20 rule that I started and just like tips for improving your postpartum experience. Like, it can be good.
Yeah.
It really can.
It can, like, for sure. And I found that holding space for two things, I talked about that on a previous episode with someone. She was going, like, she was really happy for someone that something had gone through, but it was also like a negative feeling on her. And she's like, we're going to hold space for both of these feelings. Like,
there's room for everything.
100%.
Right.
You can be really, really excited when your son takes its first step. Yeah. And also incredibly sad that your son is now walking and like the little snuggles are gone and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's helpful to have a group and a community around you. Like, my phone at least once a day is, what do you think about this? And it's from another parent, whether it be someone I went to college with. I'm still friends with people from elementary school that are moms, or like someone I met at Mommy and Me when my kid was 6 weeks old. Like, there's always a question that's being asked. And I think it's really cool when, like, and I'm sure it feels amazing for you. You started this community knowing no one, and now people are coming to you with their questions.
Yeah. I mean, I sometimes still feel like, why are you coming to me?
Right, like, what am I doing?
Me? Like, I'm like, I'm a first-time mom to an 8-month-old. Like, I'm trying everything for the first time. Like, when I get questions about sleep for my baby or starting solids, I'm like, I'm still kind of learning this myself. Like, am I even entitled to be giving you, advice? And so I always like to preface it as, like, this is not advice. This is my experience, and I'm happy to share. Like, that has always been my mantra in life. Like, I'm an open book. Like, sometimes I share too much, and, like, I don't know, you're either with me or you're not. But, like, that's just, like,
and that's fine.
I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay.
And you can keep scrolling if you're not. Like,
literally,
it's not a big deal.
Like, go past. But, like, the amount of people that I've had that have reached out saying, like, I just, like, would love to hear your experience because, rather than going to Google and being told what to do, it's like you just want, like, that relatable, you want that feel. And I don't know, like, I get so many messages all the time too being like, oh my God, I can't believe that you responded back to me, or that, like, you took the time to, like, answer my long DM about breastfeeding and whatever. And I'm just like, are other, I guess, content creators and influencers not doing that? Like, also, like, I hate calling myself an influencer. I don't know if I am, but, like,
if someone bought something because you're like, this is really cool, then heck yeah.
But, like, also, like, I feel like part of the reason, or the main reason why I started doing this was to interact and engage. And so, like, answering DMs is, like, my favorite thing to do. Like, in bed at night, it's like I feel like I'm texting my friends. Yeah. Like, maybe I've never met you. I don't know who you are, but, like, for some reason, I feel like we're friends.
Right. Because you're going through the same thing together.
Yeah. And, like, even if it's not moms, like, when people just ask me questions about, like, cooking or, like, outfits, I'm like, I have the worst style. So, like, I'm who am I to give advice on that? But, like, I still feel like this connection, and that has always been my mission, is, like, connection and community above all else.
And you've actually made, like, genuine close friends doing this, which I think is, like, a really cool thing.
It's really cool when, people came to the last stroller walk that I had, and it was literally on Rosh Hashanah and in the rain, and people still came. I was like, this is commitment.
That's awesome.
But seeing people and meeting them and being like, oh, like, I'm Lexi, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, your name always pops up in my DMs. And I'm like, wow, like, this is you, like, in real life. And then, like, putting a face to the name. It was just, like, it's so cool. It will never not be cool to me.
That is a really cool thing. And then, like, you guys get to experience, like, all of these phases together. And, like, your kids get to grow up together. You get to have this, like, whole community. And it's like, not forcing your kids to all be friends with each other. But now you end up with, like,
I really feel like it's like
auntie and uncle.
It's like more for the moms.
Yes, 100%.
Like, I really feel like I started this for the moms, and we'll see how it evolves over the years. I have no plans of not continuing this. So we'll see how it evolves over the years as kids get older and whatnot. But it's interesting to see that the group that we've brought together is all people that have a kid pretty much under a year old. So I feel like that's where the mom community really needs each other. Especially as you like have a second kid, you kind of feel like, okay, I know what I'm doing. Like this is just like reps under your belt. But like when you're going through it for the first time, it's so nice to have people that are, you know, right around the same time as you.
Yeah, because it's scary and terrifying, and you think it's going to be one way, and it ends up being something completely different.
Totally. And it's also like the best thing ever.
Yeah, it is really fun. Okay, so it's been a wonderful like way for you to make mom friends, create a community, and then like maybe you have like seeing other communities sort of like blossom from your own.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, you have all these other moms, and I'm sure someone gels with someone, and then like you just like made a mom friend relationship happen.
Exactly. Like it's like, you know, I went into this, like I said, with knowing nobody, and I wanted like real life examples and people to learn from and ask questions. But like it was, again, it's crazy to me because I thought like, oh, maybe like 5 or 10 people show up. Right. And like, you never know. Like, but my point is that with the growth that it's having and with people coming and showing interest, it's like, I don't expect that like, you know, 100 people come and all 100 of those are like my friends. Like they're not there like for me. And, you know, I'm not there to be friends with every single person, but like I am there to facilitate friendships for other people too. Because
you're like a matchmaker.
Exactly. Like, yeah, like a mommy matchmaker. Maybe that should be like my new like slogan. I don't know. But it's just like, you know, that is what I want. Yeah. Like I want to be able to deliver that to other people because that's what I was seeking for myself. I found it. And now it's like, I want to keep doing this so that like you can come and meet your next mom friend.
Yeah, because you need it.
Yeah.
You need each other. Has there been you've been sharing this, you know, your motherhood journey, pregnancy to now, and then it's going to continue. Has there been an aspect so far that was like way different than you thought it would be? Like when it comes to motherhood?
Breastfeeding was the hardest part of postpartum for me. I think that it's just like something that's not talked about enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love it now. And I think like my biggest thing that I would say to other moms, if you're going through it or thinking about it, is like, don't give up. If it's something that you want, don't give up because it might not be easy from the start. Like I, for some reason, just thought like breastfeeding would be intuitive and just like something natural. Like you take them off and you just put them on the boob and it's fine. And it's just like, that could not have been further from my experience. My baby was born 3 weeks early. I had to get induced for high blood pressure. And I really think that every extra day that your baby's in there cooking up, like it really helps them when it comes to like breastfeeding and latching. And we had a really difficult road to latching. It took 6 weeks until he latched on his own.
Whoa.
So yeah, I was pumping for 6 weeks. I was using those nipple shields, which are like silicone little things that you put on, and like his arms were flailing over and he was knocking it off and it was like flying on the floor. And then I was like, do I need to sanitize this? Do I need to sterilize this? Like, you know, they freak you out that everything needs to be like so clean. Now I'm like, if his pacifier drops in like the parking lot, I'm like, here, it's like, you're fine. But that was just mentally like the hardest part for me. Like I hated pumping. I have to be honest.
It's
I
hard.
just don't like it.
It's not.
I'm about to go on, you know, a weekend away to a wedding for one of my best friends, and I have to pump. And in the beginning, it didn't faze me because that's all I was doing. But then as breastfeeding got easier, I really was like dropping the pumping, and like now I'm not pumping at all. I'm just exclusively breastfeeding, and I'm like, whoa, like it is so night and day. It's so much easier. But that was just like the hardest part, but also at the same time, like it's the most rewarding part.
Yeah.
So like I really hesitate to even share to people. Like if you made it this far and you're listening, like you deserve to know. But like, you know, it's just like I hesitate to share because I don't want to scare people out of doing it. Because also like it's the most beautiful experience. It's the most rewarding thing in the entire world. Like I would look at my baby every day, like up to 6 months before he started solids, being like, you literally have survived off of me. Like off of nothing else. Like that is the coolest thing in the entire world.
The coolest.
Like so cool. But
you deserve
it was
like several rewards for doing that.
I was like to my husband, I was like, can I get a gift? He was like, luckily he's like so supportive. He's like, whatever you want. But I'm like, no, I'm kidding. But like, you know.
But also like
yeah.
she wants a gift. Send this directly to him. She wants a gift. It's hard.
It's really hard. It's not intuitive. I think that there needs to be more education surrounding like how it could be difficult and how to navigate that, because I see why a lot of women don't go through with it, cut their breastfeeding journey short or just don't do it, to begin with, because already you're in such a vulnerable place postpartum. Your hormones, you're figuring out how to be a new mom. You're also like healing, whether you had a C-section or not. Like you're going through that. And then on top of it, you're being tasked with like learning a whole new thing when you're already learning everything.
Right.
So that was the hardest thing for me, but also I wouldn't trade it for the world.
And it hurts in the beginning. Like you're not used to this and it's hard.
No.
Yeah. I had one of my very close friends who had her first daughter like 6 months before my first was born. I was like, how do I do this? And she's like, just keep latching and keep
trying
and keep going and keep fight. Like it's gonna hurt. It's not the most comfortable thing. And like I'm like so glad with like
and I think that like
it's hard.
People say too like, oh, it didn't work, and like the thing is that it didn't work for me at the beginning, but that like it will work eventually. It will work. Like it is an intuitive, innate thing. It just like takes learning on both ends, and I think it's like so easy as like a mom to say like I did something wrong or like I'm not doing it right. But like it's also a learned behavior for the baby and it will eventually work. It's just like how hard are you willing to like fight for it?
Right.
And like there is no shame on not fighting for it. Like I say all the time to like other moms, like don't push yourself to do something that you don't want to do. But I get asked a lot like, why did you keep doing it? It was just something I wanted.
Right.
And like, that's a personal choice. Like
100%.
Totally personal. I don't think that anyone should put guilt on themselves for not doing it. Saying like, I failed. Like, no, you didn't.
No.
You literally did not fail at all. Like this is like, you need to do what's best for you. And like, your baby is going to thrive no matter what. It's just, I'm like, a hardo type A person that was like, I'm not giving up, I'm doing this.
Right.
But like, that's on me.
That was your determination and you wanted to do it. Yeah. Like I have friends, like they did it nurse and like, that's fine.
Totally fine.
And like I had friends that like did it and they're like, I think I might need to stop for like my mental health. And I'm like, permission. Stop. Like
granted.
If it's like too hard for you, like that's okay.
Yeah, like don't do so. Like I always say, like don't do something that's going to compromise your mental health. That is then going to compromise like how you can show up as a mom.
Yes.
Like you need to show up as like the best version of yourself to give that to your son or daughter, and like do that.
Right.
Like I never let my breastfeeding journey like affect the way that I was showing up as like a mom. It was just like something like internal for me.
Right. It's not worth like your own mental health.
But the second that my pumping started like mentally affecting me, which happened around 6 months, like I just stopped. And I looked at my husband and I was like, I'm done. Like I'm done pumping. I was like, I'm going to breastfeed, but like I'm done pumping.
We can chat after this about your travel because I've had to travel with breast milk in the past.
Oh my gosh.
It's not as bad as you think it is, but we won't make the listeners listen to a very long conversation. Okay, so I like to wrap up each episode with, this is Weathering Parenthood. I'm a meteorologist and we like to make it a little weather themed. So we're going to share our high and low for the week, your sun and your storm. So I'll go first. You can sort of like think about your that your brain, your wheels spinning and turning. I can't even speak today. So this is kind of both, I think. My oldest, everyone's going to judge me now. Ready? Here we go. He just turned 4. We're still in our crib because he has never once tried to climb out.
Good.
And I'm like, you know what? We're not going to like force him into a big bed for as long as he likes to sleep in his crib. He's going to stay in there. And if he's in there till college, so be it. The other morning, I was at work. My husband was in the bathroom getting ready, and he hears my toddler's door open. And he's like walking down the hallway calling for him. And he's like, did he just crawl out of – and my toddler's just like standing in the hallway like la, 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 la. He crawled out of his crib.
No.
So he was fine, safe. Like,
Good.
I mean, he's old enough now. Like he was tall, he didn't hurt himself. And so now we had to like take the crib down and put the little baby bar up so he doesn't like roll out of his bed.
Oh my God.
And so like that's, I guess, like both because like, oh my God, like new milestone. He's able to, he's now like a big boy, but also like, where's my baby?
Right.
Like I'm sad that he's not a little like my little.
It's like an everyday
anymore.
thing. Like, where's my baby? Like, what's happening? Like with them growing. And I see why people want to have like a million more kids because it's like you yearn for that like feeling of like just learning to sit. And like now that's gone. And it's like I have to wait till the next one for that.
I know. But at least you'll have it again at least. Okay. So what would you say is your high and low for the week, your sun and your storm?
I think that this is like so like maybe not like fully baby related, but my mom is coming back to Florida and just having her, be there for, she was such a critical part of my whole postpartum. I think in the first 5 months, she spent 7 days total away from me and the baby. She was there every single day with us. And so my son is that she's coming back to Florida and she's gonna be able to just like be part of like our daily life again.
That's great.
I just love that. It's so much fun. And my little one is obsessed with her. So he's gonna be so happy. My storm is that I was gonna say taking out the Duna, but like I don't know. Like,
It can be.
That was tough. No, I think my storm is that, you know, no matter how old and like the reps that I get with like leaving my baby for little blips of time, like no matter how much easier they get, I'm leaving to go to a wedding, and so we're leaving him for 4 days, which is gonna be hard.
It's hard, but like it's so good for you.
People say that.
And your relationship, and
Yeah.
like you get to be carefree, and he'll be with your mom. Like
Yep.
you know he's in good hands.
Yeah.
It's way easier said. Like it's easier said than done. I know like we've had to do it, and it's like super hard, like leading up to it, and then like once you're on the plane, like
I think every time it gets easier. I've already had to do it twice, so this is the third time. 3's my lucky number, so like something good's gonna happen.
it's gonna be wonderful. Rebecca, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so fun.
This was so great. We're going to share all of her information in the show notes. So if you are a new mom, no matter where you are, Rebecca's got you, and she's going to help you get through whatever stage you're at in your parenthood journey. So thanks again so much, and we'll see you all next time. I love that Rebecca was able to create such an awesome community. Personally, I feel like the most useful tool to have as a mom is other moms. It's great to be able to have, you know, people around you to share all of these wonderful things with. And we know, of course, being a mom is the most wonderful thing, filled with sunshine and rainbows most days. But sometimes when it rains, it pours.